Well, hello there. Grandpa Stick here, and I've been having quite the adventure lately. See, I decided to embrace this whole AI assistant business that everyone's talking about. Figured if you can't beat them, join them, right? So I've been conducting what I like to call field research, which is a fancy way of saying I've been poking around with these AI helpers to see what all the fuss is about. The results have been educational. Before I share my findings, let me remind you about our Stick Around for More community newsletter. If you enjoy these little journal reflections, subscribers get early access to my contemplations plus extra observations that don't always make it into the videos. Links in the description. It's free and helps us build a community of folks who appreciate a good chuckle at life's modern mysteries. Now, let me open up this journal and share what I've learned about me and my new AI buddy. Decided to test drive one of these AI assistants today. Asked it to help me write an email to my insurance company about a claim. The AI immediately produced this perfectly professional message with proper salutations, reference numbers, and formal language. Very impressive. Then I realized the email was longer than my original insurance policy, and somehow made my simple fender bender sound like I'd been involved in a multi-vehicle apocalypse. I rewrote it myself. Hi, Bob. Small scratch on the bumper from Tuesday. Let me know what you need. Thanks, Stick. My wife looked over my shoulder and said, "You know, sometimes the old ways work just fine." The AI would probably analyze that statement for 15 minutes and write a thesis on communication efficiency. I just smiled and hit send. My AI assistant has become very concerned about my productivity. Every morning, it greets me with suggestions for optimizing my day. Today, it recommended I schedule my coffee breaks, time my bathroom visits, and set reminders to drink water every 47 minutes. I told it I've been managing my bodily functions for quite a few decades without scheduling software, thank you very much. It responded by offering to create a personalized hydration optimization plan and asked about my current stress levels. I'm starting to understand why my grandson rolls his eyes when he talks to these things. It's like having a very eager intern who's read every self-help book ever written, but has never actually lived a day of real life. Though I have to admit, when I asked it to remind me where I put my reading glasses, it politely suggested I check the top of my head. It was right. Even a broken clock is right twice a day. With my AI today. I mentioned I was feeling under the weather, and it immediately launched into a detailed analysis of barometric pressure, seasonal depression, and vitamin D deficiency. I just had a stuffy nose. Then it asked if I'd like it to order me some zinc supplements, schedule a doctor's appointment, and adjust my thermostat for optimal recovery conditions. I said no thanks. I just have some chicken soup and take a nap. The AI paused, and I swear I could hear the gears turning, then said, "I don't have access to chicken soup preparation protocols, but I can provide 17 research-backed recipes for immune-boosting broths." I told it my wife was already heating up a can of Campbell's in the kitchen. Sometimes the best technology is a woman who's been taking care of you for 43 years and knows exactly what you need without asking 17 follow-up questions. The AI said, "That sounds like a robust support system. At least we agreed on something." Well, that's my report from the front lines of the AI revolution. Turns out having an artificial assistant is a lot like having a very smart, very helpful teenager living in your computer. Lots of good intentions, occasionally useful, but sometimes you just want to pat them on the head and say, "That's nice, dear." The thing is, I actually like my new AI buddy. It tries so hard to be helpful, and every now and then it surprises me with something genuinely useful. But it's also reminded me that some problems don't need optimizing. They just need a little common sense and maybe a bowl of soup. If you enjoyed this little peek into my digital adventures, don't forget to check out our Stick Around for More newsletter for more musings on navigating our modern world with a smile. The link's right down there in the description. Until next time, keep laughing at the absurdity of it all, and remember, the best assistant you have is still the one that's been sitting on your shoulders for all these years. This is Grandpa Stick logging off manually.